Hey, welcome to Planet Hex. I'm Andrew Hawnt. It's going to be a little bit of a different episode today, as this is essentially a fan letter. Do you remember that? Remember sending fan mail out when you were a kid? I know I did it a lot when I was a teenager, mainly to bands and movie makers and, actors and things like that. That's just what we did back then, because we didn't have Twitter back in the day, so we couldn't just go and abuse people in a creepy way online like we do now. That came out wrong. Anyway, something I was a huge fan of in the 90s, as growing up as a movie-obsessed teenager, was the films of Charles Band. The movies that he was involved with have really shaped me creatively. They've shaped me through my comics work, and they shape me now in all the other stuff I do. If you're not familiar with what I do, I am an author. I wrote the book VHS Ate My Brain. I've written a bunch of other things, including comic books like FemForce, Violet Shadow, and Super Babes. I've also written for Doctor Who Adventures here in the UK and Judge Dredd magazine. They've both carried my fiction. I've written some movies. Most recently I wrote my next film is Candice, the new Demon and I film. The Demon and I was a movie I made during lockdown using only mobile phones and free stuff. So yeah, stock photos, stock music, some original music, and the help of several friends who were bored during lockdown, so we made a movie together. And that was a lot of fun. I ended up cutting that together with a load of extra footage and making it into a feature film, which is available on this channel as well. But the next one, Candice, will be shot in full HD. It's going to have all the bells and whistles, it's going to have full production on it, and that's really, really exciting. Outside of that, I have written 3 movie scripts for Jessica Cameron over in the States, the renowned Scream Queen director, producer, and actress. You may have seen her in things like Mania or Truth or Dare, things like that. Great person. She's really cool to work with. I really enjoy that. But this fan letter is all about Charles Band, the man behind these films over here. Whether or not he wrote them or directed them or produced them, he's been involved with them along the way in some way. So yeah, he's the guy behind Full Moon Pictures, he was the guy behind Empire Pictures, and he's the guy behind so many things that I rented and loved dearly. There he is, that's the dude. Loved dearly throughout my teenage years, my 20s, 30s, and now 40s. And yeah, I just wanted to say hi. I wanted to say hi, Charles, and say thank you for your sheer audacity and the crazy stuff that you've got up to through your career. Now, what's prompted this video? Well, I've finished your autobiography. Before I read your autobiography, I was already a huge fan of Empire of the Bees. Now, if any fans of Charles Band are out there watching this, try and pick this up, but don't try and find it cheap, because you won't. It's now, you need a mortgage for that thing now. Also, it came from the video aisle. This is glorious. This is so fun and goes really in depth into the making of all the movies. But yeah, the latest one from the man himself, Confessions of a Puppet Master, by Charles Band with Adam Felber. I've done a full review of this over on horrornews.net, the world-renowned sci-fi and horror site that I write for, that I've written for over 10 years on and off, and it's a really special book. It's a really good book, and it really feels like Charles is talking to you. So I should say this directly to Charles. Charles, this is great. Good job, man. And Adam, fantastic stuff. It's been really nice to spend so much time inside Charles's head while reading that book, and I just wanted to reach out and just say hi, and if you ever need a script. That does bring me on to an idea I've had an idea to write a full moon movie. I think Full Moon by now are aware that I want to do this, because I have previously made a video all about, well, it was entitled I Want to Write a Full Moon Movie. So there's going to be another one after this video, coming very soon after this video, entitled I'm Writing a Full Moon Movie, in brackets, for fun. So I'm going to take all the elements of a full moon movie that I've grown up loving and put them into a script solely for fun. Charles, if you want to see it, I'm more than happy to get it over to you. That's no problem. So I'm going to do that. I'm also going to give myself the challenge of writing it in a week. Now, that's on top of a full-time day job and family commitments and a bunch of other things that I get up to and making videos like this. But it's always something I've always wanted to do, and I'm a bit fed up of saying always wanted to do to things. So I'm just going to go and do them. That's what I did when I was writing scripts for Jessica, and what I did when I was writing my movie The Demon and I, and all the other stuff I've got up to, be it the music magazines or anything like that. But why am I so intent on full moon? There is something about full moon that really appeals to me and speaks to me. I love the audacity of Charles Band and what he's got up to over the years. The movies they're not what you would get from the mainstream, and that makes them so attractive to me. They were often classed as exploitation films, but that can have negative connotations because people may believe that to be exploiting a person or someone that's in dire need of help, or a specific subset of culture or anything like that. But reality, as Charles says in his new book, Confessions of a Puppet Master, out now from all good bookstockists, is that it's actually exploiting situations and times and places, and that makes a lot of sense to me, really. So yes, I'm really into the full moon idea, and I want to write a full moon script, and I'm going to do that, and there's going to be a video all about me getting up to that very soon. But for this video, I just wanted to say thanks, Charles, for years of crazy entertainment. Back when I was going to the video store every week, I would go straight for the things that had the full moon logo on. It was a stamp of quality to me. If I saw the full moon logo, I knew I was going to be into it. I knew it was going to speak to me. I knew it was going to give me 90 minutes or less in some cases of pure, unadulterated entertainment with everything I wanted from a movie at the time. It would have special effects, it would have cool cast, it would have weird monsters, it would have cool music, it would be straight and to the point, no messing about. You get in there and you've got an evening's entertainment straight away. How can you not fall in love with things like The Creeps? The Creeps was a great movie, such a great idea. And so fun to watch, so entertaining. Metal Storm, The Destruction of Jared Sin, it's absolutely demented. If you try and watch it, it is crazy, but it's very satisfying, a lot of fun. Prison, that is creepy. That is a very different sort of horror movie, and I do recommend that entirely to anyone that wants to check it out. Spellcaster, it had Adam Ant in it, my first musical idol back from, I think it was 83 I got into Adam. Dollman, Tim Thomerson. How can you not love any movie with Tim Thomerson in it? It's just glorious. But yeah, the whole catalogue of things that Charles has done with Full Moon and previously with Empire, it's just made me happy, and it has greatly enriched my own cultural development over the years. And I'm really grateful for that. I'm very grateful indeed for that. And I just want to say thank you, personally, Charles. You know, I probably won't get to speak to you, but I would like to think that you see these things and you just are aware that the stuff you do is appreciated. The book was fantastic, and I will be recommending that to everyone I can possibly recommend it to. The story about the making of the Ginger Dead Man, for example, that was fabulous. Crikey, that did sound like a bit of an exciting set. So yeah, I'm going to write a Full Moon movie. The Full Moon aren't aware of that. They haven't asked me to. I'm in no way, shape or form affiliated with Full Moon Features. As much as I would like to be, I'm not. I'm just going to do it for fun and see. I think what the idea is, I just want to try and write a Full Moon movie that I would watch. And I think that's going to be fun. Because quite frankly, I need some fun in my life at the moment. Things have been pretty grim for the last couple of years with everything that's been going on in the world. And it's been fascinating to see how Full Moon and Charles Band and his staff have taken this on board and adapted to it. You know, with things like Corona Zombies and the Full Moon streaming service. That's been a godsend in the last couple of years. Things like that really have. And I'm just very grateful for it. I'm grateful for these films that are hugely entertaining. I'm also grateful that the streaming service has a load of stuff that Charles didn't make and wasn't involved in making, but has licensed out because it would appeal to the Full Moon audience, like all the Andy Sedaris movies, and there's the occasional Jess Franco on there, and you know, stuff that it fits with the remit of Full Moon. So yes, Charles, thanks, buddy. I'll go and write that script now.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and validate my existence.